Alright, so we're looking at graphs again, just reviewing graphs, sine and cosine, a couple characteristics I'd like you to feel comfortable with. So what is the amplitude? So remember where we look for that, you just go right out front, whatever that coefficient is. In this case it's a 5, so our amplitude is 5. Remember as well that amplitude cannot be negative. If we saw negative out front, it would just flip your graph upside down. It's going to reflect it in the x-axis. Amplitude, though, always a positive value. So amplitude 5, no problem. How do we find period? Period is 2 pi divided by b. Remember, b is this coefficient inside the trig function here. Whatever's in front of our x or our theta, whatever variable they throw at us. In this case, it's just a 1. And so 2 pi divided by 1, nothing's changed. The period is 2 pi. Now if they'd had like a 2 here, 2 pi divided by 2, our period would have been pi. So it can change. This one happens to be 1. What does this pi thirds here do? Well, it's a horizontal shift because it's inside. So it shifts this guy to the right pi thirds. And we don't see anything added or subtracted. If we did, that would cause a vertical shift. All these translations are things we've talked a lot about before. You should feel pretty comfortable with. So amplitude is 5, period is 2 pi. Now they also ask us sketch 2 complete periods. Don't stress about that, okay? It's not that big a deal. I just went right to Desmos.com and I graphed this. That's what I'd like you to do. So go to Desmos, let me open it up. So just type it in. I went over here and I changed the axis, negative 2 pi to 2 pi, because that would be 2 complete periods for this particular one. And I made my steps pi just so it showed up radians on the x-axis. And then I just did a clip art. Now if you click on the graph, it'll give you some of these key values if you wanted to do a quick sketch. And that's actually what I did on the key for the review, for the practice problems. I just kind of roughed it in with some estimates there of some decimals. But I just took a clip shot of this, and that's how I pasted this in. So again, I just want you to be comfortable. I hope you use Desmos or your calculator, certainly wonderful tools for us. Okay, so not too bad there. Just recognize a couple of key things from those graphs.